Hello everyone, Mechas here and welcome back to my channel for another Transformers review. And today I'm going back to the Cang Toys Minis Chiyou combiners, aka Mini Predaking, and of course I've got with me Ferocious, aka G1 Rampage. First and foremost, box. Yeah, you've seen one, you've seen them all. Very shiny box with the Cang Toys figure here, and this box is really bad with backlighting. Oh my god, it's so hard to get it right for you to actually see the image, but nevertheless you've got a beast mode and a robot mode looking very cool. You've got the CY Mini Feromini on the side, another photo on the back, and of course quality packaging as always with Cang Toys. So here is the figure itself, looking absolutely stunning. I love the design on these Cang Toys figures, and I gotta say, Cang Toys is turning out to be probably my favorite company. This thing looks absolutely amazing, top to bottom, very detailed, very colorful. And let's take a look at the details on that face sculpt. We've got dark red metallic paint for the most part on the head, some orange there, again the same, I think this is Bordeaux maybe, or Crimson Red, I'm not sure of the colors. You've got that color for the most part of the body, and then you've got the same orange here on the top with some silver line here saying CT something. Then again metallic silver for these piping details there, and you've got some black vents in here, very detailed considering this is such a small figure. Same orange on the top, again black piping, and you've got some really dark gray for the arms and the fists, also the paws here, and again silver, orange, red, silver, orange, and the same goes on for the legs. And as for the back, you've got a little bit more orange than the rest of the part. And of course, very distinct is the tiger face here in the chest. Very good looking, very nice sculpting, and you gotta be careful with these teeth because they are very sharp and pointy. I mean, you could easily open up a hole on your finger on these. As for articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so you can rotate it all the way around, swivel, look up that far, down that far, and that's pretty much it. Now the shoulder is on a hinge here, so you can open it out 90 degrees. You can rotate 360. You've got a bicep swivel, full 360. Double hinged elbow for a very nice, almost 90-degree bend. And then you've got full rotation on the wrist, which is very hard to move. This is so freaking stiff. And if you so like, you can pose these around the little tiger hands, which again, they're quite sharp. As for the waist, you've got a almost 90-degree bend, and you do have a full lower waist rotation. Come on. But it is a bit squeaky. Now, if you unplug this upper part here, you actually have an upper waist rotation. As for the side guards, you can move them on a double hinge all the way out. And the front ones are on a ball joint. You can move them up that much. And the middle guard can also be moved up and down. So you can do a beautiful full spread. And these are on very squeaky ball joints. You can kick to the front if you get the armor out of the way, about that much before the knee guard starts getting in the way. If you move it out, you can get an almost 90-degree bend to the front. But as for the rear, not so much, because this tends to get in the way quite a bit. You need to get him to bend down and then just move this entire section to get any more posability. You do have a full 360 thigh rotation. You've got a double jointed knee, which allows about 90-degree bend, and that is a double jointed, it's just the lower joint is very far down. And as for the foot, it is on a ball joint, so you can rotate it 360, it can move up that far and down that far, and if this comes undone, you get a little bit of extra movement here, but that is not supposed to come undone. The transformation says that this part needs to be pegged in, but it's really easy to get undone. Nevertheless, you also have a hinge here on the toes, which allows you to do a 90-degree bend downward. Oh, and I forgot, he also has a tail with 1, 2, 3, 4 hinges. Unfortunately, actually 5. Unfortunately, there isn't a way to plug it in, so this kind of, I don't know, stays there. I'm not sure if it is supposed to plug in somewhere. It's not shown on the instructions, so nevertheless, I just leave it there. As for articulation test, this is definitely quite a posable figure, just like the rest, but obviously this being a mini combiner, it does lack in certain areas, mostly in the legs, but that was done from the engineers, I'm guessing, so that you have a little bit of more stability in the combine mode. So as for accessories, he comes with this very nice, cool looking blade. You've got some gold here and chromed out silver, and to attach it you just slide it in onto his fist, just like so, very easy. And he also comes with a shotgun just like the others, and I gotta say, I really love these little shotguns. They all look amazing on all of these figures, very detailed. The color, gun gray metal, chrome, silver, same silver and gold here, and yeah, you can see the nub marks there, but that can be followed off really easily. Nonetheless, this very detailed little shotgun. Again, you just slide it in on his fist, just like so, and he's ready to roll. As for size comparison, since this is a legend scale figure, here he is with the New Age Grimlock, there he is with Takara's Optimus Primal from the Rise of the Beasts movie, there he is with the Masterpiece Scale Magic Squares Not Roll, and just for another Cang Toys comparison, there he is with Cang Toys Combiners Longyan, and of course, very big difference. Obviously, if this was the Masterpiece scale, he would have been about the same size as that guy. Moving on to transformation, he does come with a set of instructions which for the most part do a pretty good job, but as usually Cang Toys do have a little bit of a set way of doing the transformations. I'll try to be as sore as I can, and here it goes. So there you have Feromini in his beast mode, and it looks absolutely amazing. I love this figure in its beast mode, and I think it might be the best out of the 6. And I love how slick he looks, and the little pointy like armor pieces on the back. He looks so good. And of course the little claws are a bit sharp. Taking a closer look, I mean the painting is more or less the same. You don't really have any more hidden details that couldn't be seen before. It's just, as you can tell, these are the legs, very easy to spot. And just to zoom on, as you can see now the face a little bit more clearly. Again, looking very awesome with these decals here and the silver on the back and the silver on the top. And of course the mouth can open and close, and as I said, these teeth are very sharp and pointy. So articulation, more or less the same. The hands are essentially the same, but now you have the back feet, which have a center point of rotation that can do a 360, and then you have one joint here on a pin and a secondary down here, so you can get quite a bit of a movement on this leg. And again, the same for the foot. So more or less same articulation as before. Oh yeah, and now you have an extended tail, but yeah, that's pretty much the same as before. You just get a single pin here. And that's pretty much it. I really do like this figure. Yeah, it doesn't secure all that well at the back, but it's not like it's gonna come apart anytime soon. So I can't really complain about that. And one last thing to add is that you can actually attach the shotgun on the top, and I gotta say this looks even better than before. I really enjoy the Zoid design they've taken to making these figures. It makes them look so cool and mechanical. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if you can attach this anywhere. It doesn't really show in the instructions. If anyone knows, please be sure to share it with me. So moving on to the combiner mode, this obviously makes the right arm of the combine. And surprisingly, as opposed to the previous, which makes up the leg, this one you have to kind of mid-transform him into robot mode to actually go into the combine mode. So here goes. So this is the arm mode for the combined assembly, and it's a pretty cool looking arm, I gotta say. It kind of does have a little bit of weird protruding sections here and there, but for the most part it's pretty decent. And yeah, looking forward to actually assembling all of the 6 together. So this is it for this review, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously there is another 3 figures that need to be reviewed before I make the assembly. As for this figure, I really like it. Probably it's my favorite out of the 6 because of the really sleek design, and I have a bit of a soft spot for saber-toothed cats. So, till next time, take care everyone, bye bye.